Well, good morning. You know, they really should put like pockets in these or something, because I had to keep my notes in my hat. So, you know, it's alright, I made it work, but just for future years, just some advice. They're a little damp, but you know, it'll work. Well, I wanted to thank each and every one of you for being here this morning, and I assure you that you're all in for a real treat, because by watching this year's senior class graduate, you could very well be witnessing one of the biggest miracles of your life. I'm just kidding. That's next year's class. I joke. But throughout my time here at Sterling College, I have witnessed several miracles. I've had classes canceled the morning I've had huge projects due. There was a couple semesters where I got an extra chapel credit. And one time, the temperature in Campbell Hall actually fell below 90 degrees. I know, it's hard to believe, but it happened. Sometimes it's easy to forget that this place isn't just a college campus. It was home for us. And throughout my time here at Sterling College, I don't think I'd change a thing, except maybe my GPA. I don't need those, it's okay. Well, I do. I'm not gonna lie. I had finals, I couldn't study for this. I just hope they still let me graduate. But anyway, as I look back at my time here at Sterling College, a passage of scripture comes to mind. And this is the portion in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, when King Solomon is reflecting on the nature and the stages of life. In this famous passage, he states that there's a time for everything in life, a season for every activity under the sun, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. And like I said earlier, it's easy to forget that this place isn't just a college campus, but it's home for us. We spent the last 4 years of our life here. Sure, we went to school here, but we also lived here. We laughed here, and we loved here. And as a class, throughout our years at Sterling College, we have experienced many different times. There were times to weep, like 7:50 a.m. classes and finals week. And there were times to laugh, like Thanksgiving break and Christmas break and spring break. There were times to mourn, when friends moved away and loved ones were lost. And there were times to dance, like when you finally passed that class, nailed the interview, or pulled out a win in the last few seconds of the game. And now, as we graduate, we transition into the real world and we come to a new time. A time of celebration and happiness, of course, but also a time to make a decision. You don't need me up here to tell you that there are problems in the world, that at times it seems to be filled only with hate and malice and grief. And at times it may appear hopeless, but it doesn't have to be this way. Because that is where we come in. Now is the time for us to be the difference that the world needs. Armed with the knowledge and experience that we've gained in the last 4 years, we're at the prime time in our lives to go out and make a difference, and to use our fields of study, no matter how different they may be, to show the love of God that He has called us to. See, because your diploma is just a piece of paper. It means nothing if you don't apply it, if you don't use it to change other people's lives, if you don't use it to make the world a better place. This opportunity, this time we are in, it means nothing if we don't capitalize on it. If we don't start believing that we're living in a world that we can change, things will never get better. So I encourage you, graduates of Sterling College, to not fall into a time of complacency or lethargy, but to push forward into a time of purpose, a time where we choose to be the hope that the world so desperately needs. Thank you.